Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It's about 57 degrees. This is my second take, so the gizmo was in my first take, so that's it. But our time changed last night, and I got up earlier today than I usually do, even if the time hadn't changed. I have no idea if that made sense, but I got up at 7:45, which yesterday would have been 8:45, and 8:45 is still earlier than I normally get up. That's what I was trying to say, and then I had to cough. So anyway, but the only thing I don't like about getting up early is the getting up part. I like being up early. I like being by myself, feeling like I'm kind of by myself in the house because everything's quiet. I'm downstairs. I had to get up at 7 o'clock while I was with the granddaughters because I had to drive them to school at 8:15. And I really like being out driving in the morning. I've noticed that another time. I know that about myself from other times when, I was traveling and got up early to get an early start kind of stuff. So anyway, I got up early today, a little earlier than usual, and trying to invest the hour that I gained in a different way than I have been lately. So I've been thinking about, making some changes, but I'm always thinking about making some changes. I had a very nice conversation with an old friend of mine on Friday. It was her birthday last week, and so we talked, and I hadn't really talked to her for almost a year. And one of the things we talked about was just sort of how our lives have changed and, our mental health and how we're handling things and stuff. It was good to talk to her. It really did. It really did feel like it helped, I mean, it does help to know that you're not the only one kind of going through it. And, I don't like to talk about it a lot, but I've clearly let you know that sometimes I'm going through it, and having no mojo is really not helping me. And I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, the low mojo or the mood swings or whatever. But, it's all involved with COVID and everything else. So anyway, it was very nice to talk to her, and I felt better after I talked to her. So that was good. So yesterday I started Kim's hat. I started her hat. I'm making her, this is my friend Kim, not my sister-in-law Kim. My sister-in-law Kim is a knitter, so she can make her own hat. Not that I wouldn't make one for her if she wanted one. So this is the Hermes Aran hat. And it's got this interesting kind of cabley thing just on one spot in the hat. And this was recommended and brought to my attention by Valerie at one of our Zoom calls she was making them. Anyway, so I started it last night. I have a little more of the brim to go because the brim is going to be doubled, and I like a thick brim because my friend, I mean, she's not going to use it a ton because she lives in Florida. But there are cold days, and she lives by a lake, and she has a dog. So there you go. It started. So, and it's going to be nice. This is lovely yarn. This is Shibui. That's not the label. This is Shibui yarn. I won this. Holy cow. I have all these tags for Knit Picks Brava, which is what I made Isabel's sweater out of, but I don't have, are you serious? Ah, here we go. Drift. I don't know. Did I hear that Chibouie went out of business? Why do I have that idea? Anyway, this is 85% extra fine merino and 15% cashmere. And it's a worsted weight, but I think it's fine. It's working great for this hat. So, anyway, I won this as a prize. And I have 2 skeins of it. It should be enough for a hat. I also got a skein of mohair with it and a pattern for a hat, but I don't know where the pattern is. And the point was, it was a kit. It was a hat kit, 2 skeins of these and some mohair. But I don't think I'm going to put the mohair in here. I think she's just getting a light gray hat with a little bit of a cable detail, and I think she's going to like that. And I'm hoping that that little bit of a cable detail is just enough and not too much, because I have been on a stockinette kick. And, yeah. So it's got a little bit of a cable there, but just in one spot. And anyway, so I'm hoping doing a little bit of a cable is going to give me a little oomph, get me a little kick started, because I really would like to have my mojo back, because, you know, Christmas is coming. I'm getting an Advent. I would love to make another Advent sweater, but I just, you know, it's hard to see me doing that, to be honest. But I love this one. I love how it turned out. So anyway, so I started knitting last night, and that was fun. And we had been, Dennis and Aura and I, before I went to visit the kids, had been talking about Roman history, as we do at our house. We are very interested in history. Dennis knows a lot about history. And so we were talking about Roman emperors, starting with Augustus, right after Julius Caesar died, was murdered. Anyway, we started talking about the Roman emperors of that era, and I know about them because I watched I, Claudius, and this is the era that I, Claudius takes place, from Augustus through Claudius and Nero. I think Nero was his stepson, Claudius's stepson. Anyway, so we started talking about I, Claudius, and I ordered the DVDs of I, Claudius from eBay, and they came while I was gone. And so last night we started I, Claudius, which I haven't seen in forever. It was done in 1970s. And yeah, well, I mean, we're enjoying it. Aura seems to be enjoying it, even though it doesn't have closed captions. I think she was kind of following pretty well. I was trying to give her some, you know, narrative as it was going along, but she was following it and we were enjoying it. So I am assuming we're going to be doing that again, and I will be working on the hat. Huh. So there. That's my plan for tonight. I do have to go to the store and get some dog food, and I have to straighten up. I've started already straightening up the house today because tomorrow the cleaners are coming. But tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day, similar to today. And I'm sitting out here perfectly comfortably in my sweater. And I'm going to be able to do that tomorrow too with the dogs, because the dogs can't be in the house when we're having the cleaners. And I think that's going to work out great, since it's such a nice day. Once we get into worse weather, we have to come up with something else. We did take the dogs for doggy daycare at least once, maybe twice. And we may, you know, do that again as the weather gets worse. But tomorrow it should be fine, and I'll be outside working on my knitting, and who knows. But there's a part of me that's thinking, okay, well, I'm working on this hat, but what's my next sweater? I don't think that's going to be an Advent sweater, though. I don't know why I think that. Well, because I think I want to start it before the Advent start. Maybe that's it. But because I have Megan's Advent coming, and I ordered two. I told you I ordered two Advents, a 24-day Advent and a 12 Days of Christmas Advent. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just open the 24-day one, and then I'll do the 12 Days of Christmas during the 12 Days of Christmas. Right now, that's what I'm thinking. So, we shall see. Oh, there's Pearl. Anyway, but I am thinking about knitting, and I'm glad. And my friend Linda, who I was talking to on Friday, she also does watercolors and sketching, and she was talking about her sketching and stuff, and made me think, I need to get back to doing some sketching. I need to start doing some things that are more nourishing for me, mental health wise. And you know, and I know that, but it's hard to do. Hey girls. Yeah, that was exciting, whatever that was. Anyway, so I guess I'm done. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood, and yeah, clear as a bell, not a cloud in the sky. Finishing the last of the leaves, and then Dennis is going to have to mulch again. I think I need to sweep the deck before he does that, so that all these leaves get mulched too. But I say that every year. I say it every year. Anyway, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.